And hello, everybody. It's me, the Dungeon Master, and we're back with another episode of Monster Hunters Incorporated. Sorry, we've been MIA for a week or two, but real life sometimes gets in the way. But we're back, and we are ready to explore this underground castle.
Don't
we
apologize.
Have that are missing. Sadly, two of our players couldn't make it, but never fear. Bootsy, Fenril, and the mysterious stranger are still with us.
Do not apologize to the viewers. You'll make them think we're Canadian.
I can be polite and still be American. Don't test me and make me find out how many hit points you really have. You won't like the answer. So when we last left our heroes, they had found their way to the gorge and had descended down, not hurting themselves, I might add, which was a feat unto itself. And down in the bottom of this gorge, they found a cavern, and in the cavern is the mysterious castle. And let's cut to a picture of that so that our viewers know exactly what we're dealing with. All right. So we'll go ahead and resume the narrative. We have descended the stairs, and they've emptied out into a small courtyard, apparently the top of what was once a crenellated battlement. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding cavern floor. The floor stretches away to the north and south, and it is apparently composed of a layer of treacherous, crumbled masonry, which reaches to an unknown depth. To the west looms the surviving structure of what must have been the Sunless Citadel. A tower stands on the west side of the courtyard. And I will leave it to you players to figure out how you're going to navigate this treacherous expanse.
Well, I feel we should ask our tiny slave if he's how familiar he is with this castle.
Go ahead, ask your butt buddy.
Yes. What are you, a goblin? Goblin?
Don't hurt me!
How much are you able to navigate this castle? Have you been here before?
The goblin looks at you kind of quizzically and says, "It's home."
Well then, I say we give him a lantern and tie a rope around his neck, and he can lead us through like a little puppy.
Wait a minute. Bootsy's kind of curious about something. How do we know he's not just gonna rat us out to one of the other guards?
Because he doesn't want us to cinch that rope around his neck.
Was I really drunk last time, or did we cut off his limbs?
Oh, yes, we need to... Let me use my powers to look far into the past, into 2 weeks ago, to find whether or not we severed his Achilles tendons.
Right.
Well,
what do I see?
If we had a wheelbarrow, that would be something.
Yeah, but it might look a little suspicious if we were just wheeling that bastard in there.
Yeah, so a wheelbarrow would be nice.
Wheeling in like royalty.
The question is, omnipotent voice of the universe, did we cut his legs or injure him in a way in that he cannot travel?
I believe the consensus on that last time was no. You had talked about it, but decided it would be too much effort to carry him the entire way.
Yes, so his legs are fine. I say we tie a rope around him and put a light or a bell on him, and he can lead us through.
Wait, we're trying to get into this castle, but for what reason? What's our goal?
To find out about the apples and the tree they come from.
But who in that castle is just going to give us an answer? Maybe we should ask the goblin here before going in.
Well, you had asked the goblin, and goblin was not able to provide a satisfactory answer. Remember, you're only dealing with a creature here of maybe, and I'm being generous here, intelligence score of 5. In fact, I will refer you to the Magic the Gathering card. It's from their Unhinged series, which is a joke series called Dumbass. And the flavor text on that says, envying the intelligence of goblins is a very bad place to be.
Wow. Well, if it's a castle full of goblins, then, and we're looking for some information, maybe we should wonder about who in that castle isn't a goblin.
Let me put it this way.
Dun dun dun.
If this goblin were in a public school, he would be in a program called Lunch Buddies, in which normal children are encouraged to sit with him out of pity.
No, that's something I get. But can we ask him, hey, who in that castle is not a goblin? All we need to know. Who's the mastermind in that castle? Who is probably not a dumbass goblin?
Well, why don't you ask him? He's sitting right here.
Hey, goblin! Who in that castle isn't a dumbass goblin?
Goblins are smart!
Who?
Goblins are smart!
Stop being retarded! Who in that castle is not a goblin?
Kobolds is not goblins.
What?
Kobolds is not goblins.
Pronounce his name again.
Kobolds.
Kobolds.
Kobolds. Alright.
If you would like to know what a kobold is, please give me a knowledge check.
Okay, I'd like to know what kobold is.
And the only way you're not going to know the answer is if you roll a 1.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just going in.
Can I just tell him? I have 17.
Just tell me.
Kobolds.
I will let. Good.
Kobolds are small creatures, about the same size as halflings or goblins. They look vaguely dog-like, descended, loosely related to dragons, and we use loosely in the broadest possible sense.
And they're not morons.
Most of them kind of are.
They're not as moronic as goblins.
It depends, really. The leaders are usually fairly intelligent, but your average kobold, well, they're not going to be joining Mensa.
Well then, hey goblin, this kobold, how smart is he? Is he smarter than a goblin? Is he smarter than most of you? Is he very smart?
Kobolds is filthy, stupid. We hate kobolds.
You heard the goblin. They're not. I wouldn't be too worried about their cognitive capacities.
No.
They're just more like animals.
Yeah, but if we're going in there and we're trying to figure out, hey, how do we get some information about the fucking apples? Well, I'm just saying, maybe it should be someone who isn't as stupid as a goblin or a kobold.
Maybe we should just kill them all and then study the tree.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
This idea pleases me.
I'll be here all day.
You guys want to just set fire to the castle?
Omnipotent voice, you should screen share the link that I sent.
Oh, that link.
I mean, we could set the castle on fire. I have no beef with
Or
that.
perhaps not.
All right,
It's
so
easy.
for anybody who would like to know what a kobold is that hasn't played D&D for more than a couple hours, that is what a kobold looks like.
Right now, Bootsy wants to have sex with that.
Yes, Bootsy.
Of course, Bootsy would.
Bootsy is ready to fuck and to kill. You should go.
Not in that order.
And I'm losing control of this one already.
Okay.
I haven't been playing for more than 10 minutes, and we're already gone. Okay. So,
Wait, is the tree in there?
the goblin thinks it is.
Well, we can't burn down the castle because it'll probably hurt the tree.
It's also probably made of stone.
No, you can burn the castle inside.
Well,
Well,
mind you that what's inside probably didn't make it, because it looks like it's been down here for a while, and it fell from a great height.
how about we approach in a somewhat stealthy manner? We could avoid confrontation and simply get to the tree, or find an advantageous position.
We could construct a bomb, lure everyone to the bomb, have it explode, and then be on our way.
We could strap a bomb to the goblin and send him in.
That's true, and he won't know it's a bomb because he's an idiot. The goblin
At
isn't
this
hearing
point,
us, is
the
he?
goblin starts shrieking and starts screaming something like he doesn't want to die.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be fine.
Bombs make boom!
Yes, but this is a special bomb. It won't make you boom, just everyone else.
Little one, do you like the
He
gas
looks
band?
kind of skeptically and shakes his head.
Ugh.
And he mutters to himself, "Thought kobolds this was stupid."
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
okay. So, stealth? Yeah, okay, let's go stealth-wise.
Yes, and
I
let's
have already-
ask our little friend, what is the best entrance? What is the best way to get into the castle?
He gives you another look and says, "Front door."
Well,
I'm
that's
guessing
good.
that's not the best way into the castle. It seems fairly obvious.
How about this? I'm going to take a look out while you keep our friend in check.
Good call.
And I'm going to go ahead and roll stealth, if everyone's alright with that.
Yes. We should.
Yeah.
So 19 plus my dexterity modifier. Holy shit. Alright, so that is a 24, gentlemen.
Well, whatever you're trying to do with that 24, whether it's move silently or hide, you're succeeding.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm trying to move silently through whatever will obscure any vision of me being a dwarf. It shouldn't be too hard to hide behind stuff as well.
Sounds good.
Well,
I'd like the Mission Impossible theme to be playing in the background.
so, this castle, the way into it. Do
All right.
I see,
All
and
right.
I will
So
do a spot check. Do I see any kind of obvious ways in, anything that could be climbed or anything like that?
Yeah, hold up a sec here. Let me show you something that might give you a better idea of how this castle is set up and your apparent relationship to it. Let me zoom in a little more. I'm getting messaged. Okay. So let me screen share here. All right. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is number 3 right here, right? Room 3. That's the courtyard. This is the stairway that you've come down. All right? And then you're down here just at the entrance to 3, which goes right into this tower-like thing 4, and so on and so forth. And that will get you into the rest of the castle. All right?
Very well.
And we will be back after this word from our sponsors. I have to go take care of a couple things real quick. I should be back in about 10 minutes or so.
Cool. We'll strategize.
I think the front door is probably our only way in if this is kind of like a freestanding castle that has fallen to the ground and I assume is surrounded by some kind of large pit.
Well, I think maybe we could get in by disguising you two as my fellow entertainers, and by playing my music, we can probably sneak in there, unassuming, probably get some rooms, and then do some stealth stuff at night.
Entertaining a bunch of goblins.
Yeah, they're not really people, and they don't really have interests. They're just like weird little animals that kill things.
Yeah, but even wild beasts are entertained by music, aren't they?
Not really.
Well, we could always. Are you able to cast incantations with your music?
Let's see.
You did make everyone fall asleep last session. Maybe you could.
Oh, yeah. You
that's
could,
pretty.
or are you able to daze people with your music? I mean, obviously, but
Let's try this. We'll do. I'm going to sneak forward. Hide behind whatever I can. Make sure that, in case everything fails, Bootsy can act like hide behind me, and so that he's not out to the wolves by himself. He'll zonk everyone out, and then we'll have you and our goblin tour guide follow in after us.
Good call. Something you might want to plug your ears so you're not so you're immune to the music. Because last time you guys had to be a fair distance away from me, so you wouldn't fall asleep either.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
Or we could just see what the DM wants to do about that.
yes.
Because maybe logistically it would work if I stood behind you, so you're not directing it towards me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never charmed the panties off of goblins with a guitar before, so.
I have heard stories of one called Aegis, and he never really had any troubles with dazing or putting things to sleep with party members around him. It's more of a directed spell.
Can I play there was something called what's that note people say you could play that makes people shit themselves?
The brown
note.
note.
I can play the brown note.
Yes, you play the brown note, they shit their tunics, and then I run up with my bag of crushed glass and throw it in their eyes.
Or you could also play the tritone, make them think that Satan's coming out of hell for them.
Is that possible? That would be pretty cool. Scare the fucks.
I mean, yeah, it's worth a try.
Yeah, sure.
Don't half the monsters in this game worship Satan? Would they be afraid of him?
As a stereotypical Satanist metalhead, I take offense to that, sir.
We could disguise Fenrir as Satan and have them worship him when I play the tritone.
You're offended by the little cartoon Lucifer on the Devil's Food Cake package.
Yes, I am. That is not a good representation of our Lord and Master Lucifer, the Morning Star.
You get offended on Halloween when girls wear short red skirts and corsets and little red devil horns.
That is actually not offensive to me because, as a Satanist, I believe in do as thou will.
Oh, yes, that's more of a devotional.
Yes, yeah.
I'm looking at that picture of Ozzy Osbourne holding the Pomeranian again.
Doesn't it just make you so happy inside?
Yeah.
All right, so the tactic is put the have Fenrir stealthily come into the castle, have me just at a good distance, and when shit goes up in flames, we put the goblins to sleep and kill what's inside, and then run the fuck out.
I think instead of leaving that as a last alternative, we go straight with putting the little bastards to sleep.
It's a pretty big castle, though. Will we be able to reach them?
We put everyone to sleep that's within the entrance area because I'm guessing since it's a castle, there's probably some lookouts, some guards at the door. We zonk those guys out. We stroll in, gingerly slice their throats as we walk in so that they won't wake up and bother us in the future. And then carry on.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Should we wait till they're asleep, though? Because if we have any knowledge of their patterns, we could have a good time of day where we commence with the plan. We take out the guards who guard, and everyone else being asleep won't hear us.
I mean, if we can just continue going through, just zonking out goblins as much as we can. Do you have a spell limit with how often you can cast stuff musically, or is it just kind of
3 spells per day, I believe.
8 spells per day? Okay. I think the best alternative. Feel free to interject, mysterious stranger. I feel like the best thing that we could do is just zonk out the guys that are keeping watch and guarding the entrance. After that, we kill them, and then just continue through.
Yes.
What about
we could use
why not just wait
non-magical
until the
music.
goblins are asleep in the castle? I mean, that way we don't have to rely on our dice rolls as often.
And music need not be magical to be effective. We could we could have you walk in playing a little tune, get a few of them to come out and surround you. We'll be waiting in the wings, and we'll jump in and kill them.
Should he be wearing? Should he be wearing a colorful, zany costume also?
Yes, and a codpiece.
Yes.
Okay, I am not approving you being bait.
You will be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll just plow right through them. Goblins are like paper people. You should be able to hit them with the butt of your instrument.
Yeah, kobolds aren't really dangerous. I mean, you could basically get a big circle of them around you and then start playing a sleepy little tune.
So, okay, so essentially the plan is put some of them to sleep, kill some of them, then use my music to draw them out, and then while they're coming out, we kill them one by one, 300 style.
You could do that.
That's the plan?
Yeah. I would rather just get in there quietly so that nobody knows that we're coming in, because I don't want a situation like a New Hope when they're chasing us around the Death Star pretty much, and I don't want the blast doors to close on us.
That is true.
Close the blast doors. Close the blast doors.
So open
the blast doors. Open the blast doors.
Okay, so knock out the guards. Put the guards to sleep, kill them, go in stealthily, and then just search the castle for our information.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and wait for nightfall so we know they'll be asleep.
Well, they're underground, so I'm not sure if they're really affected by that kind of stuff.
Well, let's just ask the goblin at what time the goblins in the castle go to sleep.
I'll be amazed if he has that answer.
Goblin, what time is sleepy time for not the guards, for everyone who isn't guarding the castle?
He gives you another incredulous look.
Oh, right. Well, I cast a spell so he'd give me the honest answer. Can I do that?
What spell are you going to cast?
Hypnotize.
Okay. Is this like Hypnotoad?
Yes.
Here
come that boy.
Oh no.
Okay, so one roll, d20, let's go.
What are you, okay, so describe to us what kind of song you're going to play here.
Shit, did I roll already? Damn it, I rolled a 1.
He's gonna play the intro to Master of Puppets and then break a string.
Hold up. Because you might not need to actually hold a d20 to get this spell off.
Oh, okay. Is there a hypnotizing spell? Like Hypnotoad, where he just where he follows my commands, or through the powers of addition.
Do you have your spell list handy? It should say on your character sheet.
I have a spell for this.
Okay, let's see.
May I use my spell?
Oh, yeah, sure.
What spell is that?
I slap the goblin and I say, answer his question.
Nah, torture might not give us an honest answer.
The goblin kind of hisses at you, and he says, "At nighttime."
There you go.
Oh, okay. And, oh, sweet. Can you put it? Nice. How do we know he's telling the truth, though? That's kind of my concern.
Sense
I think
motive.
I'm sorry?
Sense motive.
that is correct. I can sense whether or not he's fucking with me.
Awesome. So, cool. We'll wait till nightfall, then knock out the guards, and then stealthily go in the castle. Sweet.
And I got a 13 with my sense motive.
Nice.
You see no reason to distrust the goblin.
Yes.
In his tone of voice, and
Yes.
is surprised that you would even ask.
I think he's too stupid to really concoct a lie.
He's too stupid for dishonesty. Nice.
Yes. So we'll wait until night.
Awesome. Now we play the waiting game. The waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Phenomena. All right, so we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. Now, being underground, it is pretty dark to begin with, but eventually, if it was possible, it gets even darker than it normally is underground. You can only assume that night has fallen up above, because kind of the way you came down, you really can't see the sky from where you are, and it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay, good. So we'll use. So I'll use stealth, and I'll sneak into as close to the entrance as possible without being seen.
Okay, so as you're going up to the entrance, right?
Okay.
Getting into the courtyard, it is surrounded by crumbled masonry. You're not going to be able to walk there confidently or sure-footedly.
And these are people, right?
What's that?
Oh, so they're goblins guarding?
No. I'm saying like there's a bunch of like crushed and broken rock everywhere, and it's not not pebbles either. Big chunks of rock. About maybe, I would say, I don't know, extending out maybe 10, 15 feet in every direction from the castle. So there's no good way to approach the actual fortress quickly.
Hmm. Can I get a broom to like sweep that shit out of the way, or
can you sweep bricks and other types of masonry out of the way?
You know what? I'll just start playing music, and hopefully, they might let. No, that's actually pretty stupid. If they let me in, then they'll kind of get suspicious. Can I? Well, I'll
Is
just.
there an open entrance? Is there a door we must pass?
Yeah, well, if you look back, right, there's a circular area. You're trying to get through the zone number 3.
Is there anything stopping us?
No, not per se. It's just you're not going to be able to move very quickly across all this crumpled rock. It's because the way it's basically happened is the walls of that area have basically caved in, right? And the way the castle has landed, the indentation it made in the ground kind of formed natural walls. Okay? So
Yes.
you're going through this sunken area with a bunch of with a collapsed stonework wall that you got to walk over.
Hmm.
I hope that description helps you a little better. Sorry if that wasn't clearer at first.
Yes.
Let's, if you don't mind me interjecting, let's try it this way. We'll go down sort of in a loose formation where I'll take point. Bootsy will follow semi closely behind me. That way, if there is anything, I can signal him and he can zonk out anybody who may or may not be there. And then the mysterious stranger and his goblin tail can take up the rear.
Wait a minute. Apparently, according to this, I have low light vision.
Yeah.
So,
I have
so
night,
on this. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I have night vision as well. Plus, I'm a dwarf, so I'm used to being underground.
And you weigh less than me, right?
Yes.
Also, but you're not as dark as I am. Where I'm going with this is
Racist.
maybe yes. Where I'm going with this is wait, goblins actually have decent night vision. They'd see me. Yeah, okay, let's go with your plan.
All right.
Never mind. I thought they might miss me because I'm black enough not to be seen.
And I think
You
kobolds
just-
are probably a sense of smell creature.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys moving through this area then with all due care and caution, or are we just charging straight ahead, trying to get there as fast as we can?
We're going
Caution.
very, very cautiously, yeah, because I don't really feel like a repeat of all of the other past gaming. Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to reenact A New Hope where we're being chased around this Death Star.
All right, so we'll all roll for stealth then.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
everybody roll move silently.
Okay.
Coming right up.
The popping sound of checks being made. I love it. All right, well, Bootsy. That went well.
Fuck.
All right, so you take your first step, and the rock underneath shifts. You suddenly find yourself falling a lot further than you would have thought if you were just going to hit the ground. And you suddenly find yourself in a little cavity full of smaller chunks of rock. Apparently, the masonry shattered when it hit the bottom, and it's about as deep as you are tall.
All right. Does it move forward at any bit, or is it just side to side?
No, yeah, I mean it's pretty much like a 6x6x6.
All right. I'll stay in the crevice and move as forward as I can, so I won't be seen.
Well, nobody's really going to see you down there because, like I say, it's about as deep as you are tall.
All right. Yeah, I'll move forward.
All your buddies know is that 1 second Bootsy was there, the second Bootsy is not.
Fantastic.
Okay. What about the others? What did they roll?
In the meantime, I rolled a 13 on my move silently.
Okay. You make a little bit of noise, but it doesn't sound very significant to you.
Okay.
And I got a 13.
Okay. You're gonna have to give me a minute here. Both you guys have about the same effect. I have to go take care of something. Give me about 20 minutes or so, okay?
Roger.
Well,
Okay, I'm back.
Yes, and the DM has gone to attend to business. He said he would be gone for like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, I see. So I'm behind Veneral Advanced and Mysterious Stranger.
Yes.
What happened with you?
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so far we can actually move through gravel, so it's all good. You know, I feel like Bootsy's starting to be the worst black friend ever.
Well, to be fair, I have some of my teammates calling me an abomination, trying to make this land great again, build a wall, that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, you're a half-elf, so of course you're an abomination. Elves are terrible. They shouldn't interbreed with other species. That's gross.
But your mom didn't think it was gross.
My mom is an extremely fat dwarf woman, and she has a full beard.
Well, if black guys aren't really going to get with her, then who is? Sorry, dark elves. That's the non-racist way of saying it.
We just lost all diversity in our viewing. Oh no. I thought you Canadians were enlightened.
Oh, fuck no. I mean, have you seen hockey games? They shit out of each other.
Oh man. You know, we actually could have used Canadians as mercenaries during the War on Terror and just been like, there you go, boys. The Taliban have the puck. So what's up? Oh, I was just saying what's going on in the real world.
Well, Hillary Clinton declared war on a meme. We were going over that much.
Hillary Clinton did?
Well, yeah, she said Pepe was a neo-Nazi symbol.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, she's like, Trump can be offset by even a Twitter remark. He's unstable with the nuclear codes. And then she's like, I'm going to declare war on a cartoon frog.
You know, even though I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, I do have to say at least he's not a fucking war criminal. So, you know.
There's that.
You know, there's that much going for him at least.
Yeah, the worst kind of non-reason I ever hear for Clinton support is like, well, like Trump's kind of vaguely conservative, and so that could be a threat to women's and gay and minority rights. It's like, and that's for the candidate who is funded mostly by Saudi Arabia, and also greased the wheels for them to get weapons contracts while she was at the State Department, and also her husband there was kind enough to lift the export controls on militarily sensitive technologies, that is missile technology, to China, who then went and sold it to countries like Pakistan and Iran.
Let's also not forget that Let's also not forget that she didn't disclose donations made from a Russian oil tycoon to her. And apparently what ended up happening was he kind of got the contract for some reason. And this is also a nation where gays aren't really well treated, But if Trump was in charge, suddenly we'd go back and not have gay marriage anymore. And where would we be? Like 2014?
I mean, did Trump ever even say anything about outlawing gay marriage? I can't remember
I think
anything.
Neither can I. Like at worst, he'd probably think, let's let it be a state split. That's probably about it, if anything.
But whatever. I'm ready to just kick back, pop some popcorn, and watch the world burn.
I would actually prefer Trump to Clinton in terms of foreign policy. I mean, my dad, my dad, holds a lot of anti-American sentiments, but his whole thing is, look, with Trump, I don't know what I'm getting, but with Hillary, she's proved herself to be very hawkish. Why would I trust that?
Yeah, I mean, we've all seen the results of Clinton's foreign policy. I mean, Benghazi wraps it up in a huge nutshell, but I mean, there's so many more examples.
I mean, even take out Benghazi, and that whole Libyan invasion thing was worse than Iraq. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, at least George W. Bush went out and tried to get congressional approval, as the Constitution states, before going to war. Barack Obama just went in there.
Yeah, and that was the weird thing about the debate, in that, the Clinton affiliated, donor moderator, he says, like, Mr. Trump in 2002 or whatever, you said on the Howard Stern show that you supported the invasion of Iraq. And in that interview, they go like, Trump, do you support, what they're going to do in Iraq? And he goes like, I don't know, I guess. and that was about it. And however, they're asking him this when there was someone who voted for it, standing right next to him.
Pretty much.
My personal favorite, though, here's one great anecdote that sums up every Hillary supporter so far. There's this guy that I worked with at the local community college. He used to be a journalist. However, he only works in a part-time job in community college enrollment now. I wonder why. Well, I kind of know why after this whole exchange. He's saying, well, Donald Trump is basically like Benito Mussolini. And he's talking about how we need to outlaw guns and everything. I was like, okay, well, if Donald Trump is the dictator that you think he's going to be, then we're going to need those guns that you want to outlaw so that we can overthrow him, right? He goes, well, no, I don't think it's, that severe. He's like, but, I support Clinton because, she's proved herself as a politician. So, I at least know that she's going to follow the rules. I was like, wait, you used to be a fucking journalist. How have you not done any research on her?
Man, I love that kind of double think. Oh man, conservatives are so paranoid, thinking that the government is going to come and take their guns and we're going to be Nazis. And then they're like, Trump is literally Hitler.
Literally Hitler, trademark.
He's literally Hitler.
Oh yeah. And then meantime, it's all like, oh yeah, if Hillary's president, you won't need guns. I remember a certain weird mustache-wearing guy saying similar things. Next thing you know, it's all like, let's go take a shower, yeah. And the next thing you know, they're all in the fucking oven.
Clinton, I imagine Clinton is probably going to keep up the status quo in the United States, but it's her hawkish foreign policy that's pretty much the problem. That and her, tirade against the Second Amendment. That's terrible. In terms of domestic policy, there's not much I could pick on her besides, sucking with guns.
And also continuing the hard seller policy of you're leftist and you've lost the ideological argument. And so instead you're just going to put your finger on the scale with demographics, and you're going to import people from the third world who are dependent on Democrat, and so that you can afford to be, uncharismatic and non-ideological, because you can just bribe people into voting for you.
Oh, that's true.
There's a kind of whole displacing Americans thing, part of the domestic policy, which is in essence the only issue of this election that really matters at all, because it determines all the other ones, for the next from now until forever.
Yeah, actually, one of the things my brother really liked Trump on was Trump is against the HB1 visa, which
those are bullshit.
Those are bullshit. The reason why tech jobs are at like $15 an hour rather than $25 is you can really just bring in Indians to do the work, and then companies will just bullshitly say, well, no American is going to work for $15. Like, yeah, no shit, increase the prices.
Yeah, it's like anyone who's been in looking not quite in the job market, but looking for one, any time in the past several years would know that these companies will put out these ads, and they'll get hundreds and hundreds of applications, and they'll reject all of them, and then they go to the government and say, "Oh, we couldn't find any Americans to do it. Can we get some visa permits, please?"
And that is the thing. I mean, I think in this case, Trump's corruption is kind of advantageous compared to Clinton's corruption, because he knows basically all of the tricks around just how to manipulate the government with business. So I don't really see how, and I don't know, any corporations would be able to get past somebody who knows.
I kind of really doubt his acuity, though. It seems that a lot of the time he's just saying stuff to get elected, and there's a lot of times where he goes just back and forth on issues. I'm really just hoping that he'll just let other people govern, and at the very most avoid a Clinton presidency. That's all I'm really counting on.
Yeah, that is one thing that I'm thinking, though. Trump is kind of like cruise control for the country, whereas Hillary Clinton, if she were president, it would be World War III immediately.
Trump is radical positive change. Also, in terms of him, quote unquote, flip flopping, whenever he appears, or when the media says that he changed his position, and these are the people who said Saddam had yellow cake or whatever. So I take anything that they say with a grain of salt. But whenever Trump changes his position, it's either because it's for some niche social issue in which he really doesn't care, like when he was when he changed his position within a week on abortion, because they go Trump, what do you think of abortion? He's fucking I don't know. And then any other time.
Well, I mean, he did kind of go back for a bit on that build the wall thing.
He never went back on that,
Not fully. He stepped back from it at one point.
It was a question of implementation, and he went from having kind of a vaguely defined position to exploring some options, because they were basically asking him well, how are you going to deport the 11 million? And we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. And then when they asked him again, he went well, we'll deport all the ones with criminal records, and we'll keep them on the other side of the wall. And for all the ones who have been here for several decades, we'll make them pay back taxes and stuff, and we're not going to give them the vote. And so we'll just kind of make their lives kind of uncomfortable. Maybe they'll leave, maybe they won't. If they stay, they'll keep paying taxes, whatever.
Okay. The voiceless guy has returned.
Awesome. And And that was Geekcast on politics.
Most of us just spent the last 20 minutes saying why Trump was better than Hillary.
There's a reason why I never watched the videos after I published them.
We're about to lose a lot of viewers.
We don't
All
have
two
any
of them.
viewers.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
about to lose any potential viewers. In fact, I'm pretty sure Anita Sarkeesian is gonna like flag us for being.
No, just share it on Are the Donald. Like I wrote a script for the show that I work on that was like really pointing out all of Hillary Clinton's blatant corruption and how she's owned by the Chinese government. But basically, like the producer says, like, well, like I'm afraid that this would, like drive away like Hillary supporters. I'm like, Hillary doesn't have any supporters.
There are only two people: people who are not voting for Hillary, and people who think voting for Hillary is just the least of both evils. She has like 5 supporters.
And then there's Lena Dunham.
Yeah, Miss another rapist.
Mrs. Oh, I don't think sushi is good because it's appropriated culture.
Oh. She doesn't seem to have problems with most food.
There was an Asian chick that attacked a mutual friend, and she says, "How dare you have an authentic kimono that you just want to wear? You're just appropriating Asian culture." And as an Asian woman, I'm upset. And then one of my friends interjected by saying, "Oh, if you're so offended by cultural appropriation, why the fuck are you speaking English?"
Or how dare they participate in the political system? They're appropriating white male culture.
That's good.
I feel like there needs to be some zazzy short dude running around going, "Oh."
Let's make that the goblin.
I don't know if I can do the voice and keep a straight face.
Oh shit.
So anyway, before I had to go take care of some personal stuff, Bootsy had suddenly disappeared into the ground. Kind of like the Princess Bride when Buttercup stepped into the lightning sand.
Good poll.
Or like in Willy Wonka where the kid falls in the chocolate river.
Yeah, but Bootsy doesn't look anything like Augustus Gloop.
Alright, I think I'll just climb out of the crevice.
Well, it's going to take you a DC, or it's going to take you some kind of skill check. So let's see how well you do with this.
Skill check?
Yep, probably climb.
Oh, my climb is 0.
Roll well.
Roll 1d20.
Seriously?
Seriously. Add your dexterity score to it.
What? I'm fucking rolling another 1?
So as you go ahead to grab the lip of the little hole you found yourself in, the edge gives way and crumbles in around you.
Oh no.
Wonder if I have a dig ability. Maybe I'll just dig my way out of it.
But what he's not telling you is he digs down to get up. I think I'll catch you guys on the other side of the world.
Well, actually, I can probably just dig under the castle. That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe if you were a deep gnome.
I could jump out, but that would mean... Oh, great. I just get 1. What would I need to roll to jump out of here?
A lot.
Like a 20?
Can you jump your own height?
I have a 1 jumping ability.
Yeah, probably not.
No. Crap. Oh, well, I'll just try to climb out again. And roll. 6.
You're trying to climb your way out?
Yeah, again.
It doesn't work. You get maybe 1 or 2 steps up and then you fall back down.
Roll again for another climb. Can I?
Is there any rubble around him that we could perhaps move. Like any loose rocks or masonry or anything like that? Hello?
Is it possible for someone just to pull me up?
Yeah, most likely, but I don't want to end up in the hole. So I'm thinking we roll a boulder, or you get to just throw some crap in there and pile it up, and you can stand on it and get out. Unless
That'd be nice.
Unless there's really no room in this hole and we just be dropping it on you. Depend on the circumference of the hole.
Fortunately, fortunately, I am the one member who remembered the Boondock Saints, and I do need an effing rope,
Oh, awesome.
and I do have a use rope skill.
Thank you. All right, I'll grab onto the rope and climb myself up.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pull you up real quick,
All right.
because no offense, but your rolls have not been very productive lately.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so I went ahead and rolled a 12 on my use rope.
Will that be enough to get me out?
Dungeon Master.
Is he taking care of
sorry.
first?
I was hardware muted.
Sorry.
I see.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to give me an accompanying climb check because Bootsy's or Fenrir's use rope check was not quite as good as it needed to be.
All right, so let's see what I need to roll.
Just 1d20.
Plus whatever ability mod.
7.
What's your strength score?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
11.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough. And you managed to climb your way out, but not without making a lot of noise.
Did they hear us?
Well, give me a spot and or listen check.
All right, I spot to see if they heard us. And 15.
You don't see any movement coming from what's left of the castle's battlements or the tower or anything like that.
I would like to say, though, I'm just going to backhand Bootsy right across the face for potentially killing all of us by being a jackass.
You know what? Bootsy completely understands.
All right, so, I'm going to go ahead and roll a strength check on the backhand. Is it possible for me to use a penalty? Because I'm going about maybe 75% force.
Are you trying to do damage to him?
Maybe just like a fat lip or something.
I mean, there are rules for dealing non-lethal damage to characters with unarmed combat, but why would you want to?
To make it interesting, it's been interesting so. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna slap him and tell him to be more careful, and that his mother and I are very disappointed in him.
Okay. Is that the voice behind Bootsy, or is that Bootsy actually laughing?
That would be the voice behind Bootsy.
Okay. So moving on. Your attempts to get Bootsy out of the little crevasse have been successful. Although Bootsy being the character that he is, I'm kind of surprised he wanted to come up out of the hole. So you still have this treacherous, rubble-strewn courtyard to walk across. And as we can see, it's not as easy as we thought it would be.
How far have we gone through?
5 feet.
And how many feet is this?
It's about... you got about another 20 feet to go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make a listen check just to make sure that no goblins are alerted and coming our way.
Okay.
So we got. I rolled a 17 on that.
You don't hear anything that sounds like movement coming from within whatever's left of the castle.
Good. Then I will not kill Bootsy tonight.
Good night, Wesley. Good work. Sleep well. Most likely kill you in the morning.
Precisely.
I don't know what it is with me and Princess Bride quotes tonight, but it just seems to be foremost on the brain.
Well, I sort of subconsciously instilled that when we were talking about what to do with the goblin, and I said, well, if we had a wheelbarrow, that would be something.
That might be it. Thanks. Thanks
You're
for
welcome. You're welcome.
that. All right. So, anyway, back to crossing this treacherous courtyard.
Do we need to continue rolling move silently?
Do you want to move silently?
Yes, sir.
Then yes, you do.
All right. Let's just get it going then.
All right.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. That is a 21.
Is that a added 21 or is that a rolled 21?
Oh, no. It was an 18 plus my modifier of 3.
Okay. All right. Well, that is a pretty good move silently check. You would put Bilbo Baggins to shame with your silence.
And with,
With
your
or without the ring?
With.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, but you still need a gay life partner, though.
I said
Think I
Bilbo,
pulled-
not Gandalf.
Why do you think I pulled you out of the hole?
Oh.
Charming personality, maybe, but anyway, I'll proceed forward quietly, and I'll roll.
Everybody cringe.
19.
Well, not as quiet as Fenrir. You don't hear yourself walking, so we can consider that a win.
Awesome. Can I? All right. So cool.
Hallelujah.
All right, before anybody else takes another step, I want to see how Abaddon handles this.
Yes, I got a 15. Silently.
Again, not as quiet, but you're able to traverse the rubble without making a significant amount of noise.
I'll roll for a spot check. And a 6.
I might as well do a spot check as well.
Well, before you do that there, Fenrir, I'll tell Bootsy that it's dark.
Well, I do have night vision, so.
So do I.
Right, but your spot check, have you seen Pitch Black?
Yes.
Yes.
Remember when he goes to look up over the ridge and he says it looks clear?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I get you.
That's about what your spot check does.
All right. Well, I am going to do a listen check.
Okay.
All right. So coming right up. That is a 13.
Sounds clear.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to do the hand signal to move forward.
All right, so I need another roll of move silently, and hopefully nobody finds themselves in the pit.
All right.
All right. I got a 10.
Alright.
Right up.
And
That's right. It's +3. Sorry. I have a 17. Dice gods are with me.
alright. So I'm guessing you're gonna move forward then?
Would you roll, Bootsy?
Let's see. 7.
Okay. Well,
Being alive
Lucy-
was nice while it lasted.
you kind of slip on a little bit of rubble. You lose your balance. You kind of reflexively let out a bit of a whoa. Boots is losing his balance. But you manage to keep yourself from falling down or hurting anything, which is a little surprising to you. Abaddon, you trudge through that rubble like a white man walking through the woods. And Abaddon, again, you are very quiet.
Can we do another listen/spot check?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I'll do my spot check and 7.
Looks clear.
Okay.
All right. I will do my listen. I'm coming right up.
I thought you said it was clear. I said it looks clear. How's it look now? Looks clear.
I'm doing my listen, and it came out to a 14.
Sounds clear.
Perfect. And we progress forward.
Wait, how far along are we?
You're about halfway through. Hey, where are you guys focusing these spot checks?
Just like sort of the general forward area, making sure that nobody's coming for us.
Like the door, the walls?
I'm focusing more towards the door because if somebody's going to be coming out, they're going to be coming out through the door.
Okay.
All right.
Next
And
square.
all right, are we doing? We're progressing on then.
Alright.
All right. So for move silently, I have rolled an 18 so far.
Nothing to do cartwheels over, but nobody's going to hear you doing them if you do them.
All right. Good.
Alright. My turn, and 2. Oh, the dice gods hate me.
Well, the noise you made kicking over the rubble was about as loud as your expletive right there.
Great.
Abaddon, your turn.
13.
Again, you're loud by your civilization standards, but the Indians will hear you coming from a mile away.
Great.
Why do I feel like Abaddon's civilization just doesn't talk at all?
They're too busy kicking their way around gravel pits.
Great. I'm just gonna climb out then.
You have not fallen down.
Oh, okay.
You just made a lot of noise not falling down.
Then listen check. Spot check.
Yes, please.
11.
Looks clear.
What the? Maybe we should just triumphantly walk forward.
Sound a cavalry charge while you're at it.
It's not like they can listen.
I'm just gonna climb up on a sarcophagus like Gimli, be like, "Ah!"
Let them come.
All right.
So let's go ahead and roll a listen check because I have the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a fox. Well, maybe not the ears of a fox. Oh God.
Certainly has the
Yeah,
face of a fox.
Dude, my Foxlight ears only rolled a 7, so...
You can hear your heartbeat. You can hear breathing. You can hear Bootsy breathing heavily, and you're not entirely sure why.
Oh, man.
Because Bootsy had to climb out of a hole just now.
He's also standing very close.
I'm getting him all hot and bothered for later.
Exactly.
Let's take a turn for the bizarre.
Alright, let's move forward.
Gimli / Legolas, anyone?
I never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf. What about side by side with a butt buddy?
All right, so last square to traverse.
All right. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. All right, so with my modifier, I have rolled a successful 18.
Okay. What's your marching order look like again?
I am taking points. Bootsy is a few paces behind me, and then the mysterious stranger and his goblin pale are taking up the rear.
Okay. So before we get into any other spot checks, I want you to make a reflex save.
Oh, boy.
What's a reflex save?
You have 3 saves. You have a reflex, a will, and why can't I remember the other one? A fortitude.
Oh.
That's it. And they are based on your dexterity, your constitution, and your wisdom scores. Any time that you're trying to avoid negative effects from something, a reflex save kicks in.
Okay, reflex save it is.
But only for Fenrir.
Oh,
Because he will be the only one
Alright.
affected by this.
I see.
I have rolled a 16.
Ooh, you might have just made it. Okay, so you took a step, and the floor beneath your feet gave way. But you were able, you kind of like, you stand on the edge, you kind of swing your arms a little bit and flail about to catch your balance, and you manage to take a step backwards, and you're okay. And you see that down at the bottom, there are 2 goblin skeletons down there. And then one goblin that looks like it's been dead for about a day. And a large rat, and a particularly vicious-looking rat with exaggerated rat-like features,
Rodents
is
of
down
unusual
there
size. I don't
eating.
believe they exist.
the dead goblin. It looks up at you, hisses, but goes back to its free meal.
So I found a rodent of unusual size. I
I'm
didn't even think they existed.
I'm thinking we pull out that goblin corpse and we use it like a puppet to disguise ourselves.
That is probably the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life.
Is this Fenrir speaking?
Yes, this is Fenrir speaking.
Hey, we said it ourselves. Goblins are pretty stupid.
I don't think they're that dumb.
Okay.
I mean, goblins may be a superstitious and cowardly lot like criminals, but holy.
Could we animate the corpse?
If we had the wizard with us, we probably could, but, you know.
Well, he's on autopilot. Let's just get him to do it.
I don't think it works like that.
Animate dead is a little beyond any of your abilities right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Good
sorry
idea.
I called your idea stupid.
Nah, it was actually pretty stupid. Okay. So did you traverse?
No, he's still on his side.
Okay. So you want to try to traverse again?
And, I mean, on the other side of this pit is the door.
Ooh. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do a spot and listen check in order to make sure we didn't sound any
goblin-like alarms.
Alright, I'll just do my spot check. 19.
All right, good.
Not bad.
Anyone coming? Dungeon Master?
Looks clear.
Awesome.
All right. I rolled a 17 on my listen check. The ears of the fox have returned.
Sounds clear.
Beautiful.
Wait, can Goblin... So, there's the chasm, and then there's the door that leads us into the castle right on the other side, correct?
Correct. There's also about a 1 foot wide catwalk to the
All right.
left.
Here's what my plan is. I am going to motion the mysterious stranger to bring his goblin friend forward. We're going to make sure that we gag him, and then we're going to have him sort of walk forward with my axe at his back. So that
Yes,
way,
if you'd like to borrow the goblin, be my guest.
thank you. Can we gag him with something
Well,
other than your male appendage?
Well, I have an empty sack or a pouch. You could just put it in his mouth and,
All right, let's.
tie it around him.
Put a bag
All right.
over his head and tell him to do it for this country.
Yes. I also have a sack.
All right.
But then again, he might, if you block out all light by putting the bag over his head, he might fall asleep.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is retarded.
Yes.
Here's what
So here.
here's what I'll do. I'll just use the butt of my axe in order to just press forward with a little bit of my weight, and I'm going to move forward very cautiously around this crevice that gave way.
Wait, I think I have a dagger. I could just give that to you, and you can just put it in his back if he does anything.
I mean, or I could just cut his head off.
But one jab would be a lot easier than a huge swing, wouldn't it?
All right. Well, do you want to go on goblin duty then?
I will definitely go on goblin duty.
All right, we'll put you on goblin duty. Let's go ahead and tie up his arms.
I believe his arms are already tied from
Oh, okay.
2 weeks ago.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll have him just kind of
Tied
walk.
up for 2 weeks? Jeez.
All right.
Well, yes.
Opa Gollum style.
Alright, we'll just put him ahead, and we'll have him guide us.
Open Gollum style.
Wait, where is he going to guide us to? The tree?
He's
Yes.
going to just walk in front of us, so that way, if the ground gives way again, he's going to be the one that falls.
Awesome. Alright,
Is he gagged?
I'll stealthily roll.
Yes.
Yes.
And he has a dagger.
Goblin is gagged.
Okay.
He has a little cloth pouch wadded up and shoved in
All
his
right.
mouth.
So, as he kind of edges his way onto the little walkway, he looks down in the pit. His eyes get really wide, and he kind of starts laughing.
Okay, if he's laughing, then I'm stabbing him. Light stab.
No,
Just to shut him up.
He throws you a glare, and just kind of starts walking again.
Alright. So we'll stealthily walk across, and I'll roll.
I would like to take a look down into that pit to see what's so fucking funny.
All you see are 2 goblin skeletons and 1 freshly dead goblin that's a dire rat meal.
Right.
That's what he was laughing at?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's understandable.
Cool. I'll roll so he guide us across.
Well,
16.
he gets across successfully. But while he's doing that, you hear grinding gears, and the trap resets itself, and the false ground slides back into place.
What happens?
Oh, nothing. It's just that it now looks again like the disguised trap door that it did a few minutes ago.
Gotcha.
Okay. I have also rolled my move silently check,
Okay.
and it is a very relieving 22.
Okay, so once again, you've attained your cat-like grace, which is really weird for a dwarf.
I know, right? I'm like the Bruce Wayne of dwarves.
Next thing you know, people are going to be tossing you.
Next
And
time.
I have a modified 20.
Not bad. So you guys managed to make it into the next area. Congratulations. All right. So the circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which sprawl 4 goblins, all apparently slain in combat. One stands with its back against the western wall, the killing spear still skewering it and holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead off from this area. Above, a hollow tower of loose masonry reaches about 30 feet, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone, except for a couple of crumbled ledges.
Okay, well, in addition to my axe, I draw my sword and I am ready to go.
Wait, there's a spear stuck in a corpse that we could reach, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm stealing that for me.
Okay.
In the meantime, Fenrir starts chanting the prayer of his religion, and he is kind of praying for his god in order to grant him the strength to smite whatever enemy has taken the joy of cleansing the realm of goblins from him.
And I begin to move towards one of the, whichever kind of darker corner of the room there is, and concealing myself.
And,
I am but a shadow.
oh, alright. And I whisper into the ear of the goblin to point us in the direction we should go, reminding him that there's a dagger in his back that I am more than happy to plunge into his heart.
All right. Real quick, did anybody take a look at the guy with the spear or try to grab the spear?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. When you grab that spear, right? You pull it out of the wall. The body slumps forward to reveal a deep set and impressive runes. Does anybody here read? What languages do you read? Not speak, read.
Just one sec. I'm gonna pull it up. I know that I am multilingual.
Are you bi?
Huh?
Are you bilingual?
Actually, Common, Dwarven, Gnome, and Orc.
I got Common, Slad, Elven, Gnome, Orc.
You speak Slotty?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not the language, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's just most people don't choose to speak Slotty.
Is it not a good language?
No, it's a great language if you ever visit the elemental planet Chaos.
I'm guessing that we're not going to the elemental planet Chaos, are we?
Not
Oh.
tonight.
Believe me, we're going there.
Awesome. Okay, if it's not the language, then and I don't speak it, and Fenrir doesn't speak it, Mysterious Stranger.
Let's see, I'm looking on the sheet for where the fucking languages are listed.
Should be down near the bottom.
Okay, here we go. So I have Common, Elven, Orc, and Abyssal.
You don't read them.
Okay,
No.
do the orcs? Oh, wait. If it's does the prisoner speak the language? Maybe, or
No,
are
he
they all
definitely
illiterate?
does not.
He can read.
What about the other 2 players we're supposed to have?
Well, one of them is a wizard, right?
Right.
Well, lucky for you, wizards read and speak that language.
Nice.
Aha.
So let's get him to read it for us.
So, autopilot wizard walks up to the wall very stiffly, kind of like he's a Borg drone because he is on autopilot. Stares at the wall and says, "Ashardalon." That's what it says.
A Shardalon? What does that mean? What does that mean in common?
Is this the name? What devilry is this that you name spell conjurer?
It does not translate into common.
Does it translate into any other language which translates into common?
It doesn't translate into common very well.
What's the best appropriation?
The best it translates is he who descends upon the earth in fiery hate. But it's a very, very bad translation, says your wizard, and it loses a lot of the poetic element.
What new devilry is this, and how do we kill it?
Well, it's actually very old devilry, but
Okay.
it would actually be demonry because this creature is not. It's not lawful evil.
Well, way to ruin my dramatic poll. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's just. Okay. Again, going back, I take our gnome. Or, sorry, what was the name of the creature again?
Ashardalon?
No, the one I have a dagger to.
Oh, the goblin?
The goblin, yeah. But, okay, I asked the goblin, I remind the goblin that I have a dagger that can plunge into his heart, and I ask him, in a small whisper, which way should I go? Point it at. Just point, no talking.
He thinks for a minute while your dungeon master goes and looks at the map.
While you're looking at the map, here's one simple question. At this point, am I able to smite anything as a paladin, or is that off the table still?
You have no smiting yet.
I don't have a mount, I can't smite, I'm like the worst paladin ever. I might as well be a squire.
Well, you kind of are.
If you like, we could we can make a loud noise and plant a few booby traps, have the oncoming goblins kill themselves, and whatever the traps don't kill, we can slay.
Pretty sure that all the goblins have been killed by this demonic presence here.
That would explain why they didn't kill us when we made all that loud noise.
Absolutely, and I'm pretty sure the the fecal matter is about to hit the fan.
There aren't any fans in Dungeons and Dragons.
The metaphorical.
I'm pretty sure that the fecal matter is about to become real.
Also, there are fans in D&D. All you really need is like one of those old opera fans, the ones you just scrunch up and yeah.
Well, I was going to say just dancing girls.
Oh yeah, or
all right.
Can you and feed you grapes?
Well, I mean, I'm not particularly sure about this theory, but we could quietly scour the castle and try to find any goblin who's alive.
why would we want to find the goblins? They're not the best of us. They're potion dealers. They're rapists.
Yes.
I
get the spiel, but the point is, we want to know whether or not there is an evil demon in the castle.
I mean, it looks pretty apparent what could go in here and slaughter all of them by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not a demon, then it's demon worshippers.
Well,
They're not anyone who would, well, I would be interested in talking to them, but I'm not sure if it's stimulating.
You can probably burn it, though.
maybe we could just ask the goblin, what are the origins of this castle? Did the goblins build it themselves? Did they take it over? Do we know any of this background information?
He doesn't.
No.
I believe we do, right? Or we can kind of, well, goblins don't really build anything because their IQs kind of top off around 60 or so, maybe.
Right. How about maybe there'll be a source of information they didn't get rid of, like a library.
Goblins with a library.
Maybe they left it up. Maybe they just wanted to seem smart.
I feel like if a goblin saw a resource of books, they would have seen an abundance of pieces of paper that they could wipe their asses with.
Or kindling.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we're not going to find any information about this possible demon through any book learning. Is there any possible way to sense his magical powers, his capacities, magic sense?
Why, yes.
Then let's do that.
I will, let's see. Sense, let's see, what is that spell even called? Detect magic, right?
Yep.
Yes, I will, I guess, direct my sense of detection towards this rune-covered corpse and perhaps attempt to determine what kind of creature would cast such a thing, or how powerful it is, or where it came from, perhaps.
Okay.
What kind of modifier would I put on that?
None.
Very well.
Give me a concentration check.
Okay. Concentration Moon. That was on the Zeppa's first album. We're only in it for the money. Or no. Their first album was what? Absolutely free. Concentration. Okay, it'll be... I gotta roll this. I got a 6. I don't know.
Okay. You don't sense any magic in the immediate vicinity. At first. As you're concentrating, though, you kind of feel a bit of a magical pull coming from the door all the way to your left.
Yeah, so I feel at this time maybe we should take this goblin who we're pushing against as well, considering his comrades are dead and there's most likely a demon. Maybe it would help if we just give him the spear and hope he'll join us in battle. What do you guys say? Because right now he's kind of holding us back.
I'm kind of against this. I say we just kill him right now because he's
useless. I would not suggest giving a weapon to treacherous little animals.
The fact of the matter is, there's 5 of us and 1 of him. If we want to kill him with swift ease, we can do so. He has nothing to gain and everything to lose.
Well, for all that we know, this is something that the goblins worship, and something went terribly wrong. So, I mean, since he's stupid, he may just repeat past actions and then be bitted to try to attack us anyways, and it would just be annoying, and then we'd be killed by this freaking demon anyways.
Alright, so what does he have to offer instead that's really worth killing him?
To not be a liability.
Yeah, well, I suppose. And although on the other side, if we kept him alive, we'd still have... Actually, no, we have a map of the dungeon. Yeah, I agree. We should kill him.
Or maybe we could just keep him in storage. Let's put him in the pit. With the rat.
Yeah, push him in the pit.
We throw him in the pit and say, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Is he still tied up?
Yes.
Yeah. So, alright, so, on this roll, I'll just push him to the edge of the pit, and I'll kick him in there, and I'll throw the dagger so he can cut himself free, but stay down there.
No, well, no, we're putting him there because we don't want him going anywhere.
Well, what if the rat tries to kill him?
Oh, it's not that big a rat.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, is this rat the size of a dog?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
It was nice
whatever.
knowing him.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just feed him to the rat then.
Yeah.
I do have an audience member requesting to play the goblin if he survives to the next session.
Yes. We will see how he does.
Okay. You know what? Alright, so... okay, then, I'm just gonna push... Okay, I'm gonna take this dice roll and push him into the pit. And
Oh, wait. Just Sparta kick him, please. Just...
No,
Yes.
I Sparta
realm.
kick him into the pit with this roll. And 9.
Are you going to toss him the spear?
I'll toss him the dagger.
No.
The spear is better.
Please, just as he's in free fall, start playing like a bass solo of some kind.
Okay, does he survive the fall?
He does. He actually kind of lands, springs to his feet. You gave him a weapon.
Okay, and he cut himself free, and he can defend himself against the rat.
Yep.
Awesome. We
So-
move forward.
You hear the sounds of them fighting as you move away.
Awesome.
You don't feel bad about this at all.
Well, I mean, it's fair. It's not like we left him defenseless.
Well, I haven't built my wall and made the goblins pay for it yet, but this is good enough so far.
And I'm content as a true neutral, not sending him to his death, but it's not going to pay his way.
You don't have to kill him, though.
Yeah. Alright, so let's move forward to the place where we built that magical place.
The door on the left.
Door on the left. Fenrir, lead the way.
Let me make sure I...
Proceeding. Alright, so
And I will...
I think that I'm gonna still take. I think I'm still going to try to take the stealthy approach. So let's hope that demons cannot hear me.
Yes, and as we proceed, I will move between the shadows and attempt to hide wherever possible.
Okay, so I just rolled for move silently a 14.
Okay, that's reasonably quiet.
And I got a modified 20 again.
Very adequate.
Alright, I'll roll to follow. Stealthily, 17.
Adequate. So, yep, you're all able to move into this room sufficiently quietly. And I'll describe it to you. The masonry walls of this 20-foot wide hall are in poor repair. The far end is especially bad as it has completely collapsed, filling the southern section with rubble. The western wall is in much better shape than the other walls, and it holds a stone door with a rearing dragon carved in relief upon it. The door contains a single keyhole, which is situated in the rearing dragon's open mouth.
Can we break through here?
You can try.
Fenrir, what's on you, boss?
Okay, so I am going to sling my sword onto my back into its scabbard, and I'm going to go ahead and
roll my battle axe cleave. So coming right up.
So you're attacking the door.
Yes.
Okay.
And I attack the darkness.
Well, you can actually, if you want to break down a door with a weapon, there is actually a. There are actually hit points that need to be dealt with here.
Oh,
So.
for real?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then let's see here. What is my
But-
strength?
Go ahead.
All right, so I just rolled a modified 20.
Okay. Well, you hit it. That wasn't that hard. So roll damage for it.
All right. And out of 1d8, I rolled a 4.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Lame.
Alright. I guess we're gonna have to search the castle for a key.
All right, so let's go. I don't think that we want to relive any horror movies, so let's not split up.
Don't worry, it's not like we're sorority girls. No one's that stupid.
I don't know. I mean, you did fall into a hole.
Well, to be fair, that was a matter of accident, not really a matter of, well, making a decision to fall in the hole.
We have fallen down the rabbit hole.
Right. So,
All right, so
we'll search the castle then?
let's head to the closest corridor, and we're just gonna keep that same formation.
Okay, well, we've hit the wall that has stymied us. We've managed to make it through a little bit more adventuring type stuff. I am going to call it for this week. And we will resume next week.
Okay.
God's willing.
Cool.
Well, I would like to thank everybody that did watch, all one of you, and everybody that will watch in the future, if you do at all, and our political views or our ineptitude or our bad sense of humor hasn't completely alienated you.
Our inability to progress the plot.
Well, the plot is progressing, slowly but surely. You're actually getting plot elements revealed as you go. It'll all make sense later. Trust me.
Yeah.
So, thank you all for watching, and this has been the Geekcast Presents. I am Slim Jim, and have a good night.
Thank you.